Welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Yes, koi carp. What do they symbolise? Is it prosperity, wealth, abundance? I think so. Koi carp, beautiful, beautiful. If you ever see them, when I'm in Bali, I often see many koi carp. They're gorgeous, really beautiful. Today we're going to talk about love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Hasn't love got a bad name, eh? But actually, what is love? Think about it. When you say that, oh, don't hurt me, that's got nothing to do with love, has it? That's external. Love is internal, not external. I love you. Really? Well, how come you don't love her now? Well, she's changed. Or, well, because of this. Well, then it wasn't love, was it? Because if it was true love, you'd love them forever no matter what. No, that's not true. They hurt me, so I don't love them anymore. No. Love doesn't die. Love doesn't go away, doesn't fade. That's not love, mate. Love is internal. It's there forever. Yeah, deep conversation. I made a video this morning. It's gone. It was on. I don't know why all my videos disappear on Instagram nearly. Some of them stay for 2 days. Some of them stay for an hour. Some of them. Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, there's an eagle flying above me. There is. I tell you, there is an eagle. It's soaring in the wind. Oh, it's so happy. The video I made this morning was all about love, right? Sorry, my hair's a mess. I feel a scruff today, but hey, who cares? You either love me or you don't. I love you for your hair, Mark. I love you because of what you say. No, you don't love me because you love what is being said. You love the words, you're feeling it. Love is just a word that is used very easily these days. Should be used sparingly. So, love, where does it start from? What does it mean? And where does it get us? Where does love, love can be a very dangerous word, right? It can be extremely dangerous. In so many ways, especially when we're taught by the mainstream system that when we're children, we need to meet somebody, we need a partner, we need to fall in love, we need to get married, we need to have children, we need to have a good job, we need to. It's all a really clever manipulation. We don't need to do anything. Hey, let me tell you, come here, come a bit closer, come here. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do any of those things because it isn't a need. You see, true love, and what is true love, is internal. And internal means that we work on ourselves. How many people do you ever meet, especially in the school, tell you that you need to love yourself? You need to work on you. You need to understand who you are, why you're here, what your purpose is, and your journey. The reason why they don't is because if you did start to ask yourself, and obviously you're going to say, well, the teacher said to you, what do you want to be when you're older? Well, they've already given you what you have to do, which is, oh, you could be a nurse, you could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, you could be an accountant. All of these things, guys, are all part of the system. It's a manipulation. It's a brainwashing. Why? Because they give you options that you think are options, but there's no choice at all. They've taken the choice away from you. They're telling you what you should do. Why? Because it feeds the system. So if I was a teacher and I said, listen, guys, look at me all you lovely children, girls and boys, don't listen to a word what the system tells you to do. Go out there and do what feels right and do what you want to do. Forget about wealth, forget about money, forget about marriage, forget about a wedding, forget about divorce, forget about all of these things. Just go and enjoy your life and do something that you feel you want to do. Well, I don't know what I want to do. Well, don't worry about it. It'll find you. You don't need, well, tell me, no, let's not tell you what to do. Just see what happens. Oh, Johnny, can you see what Johnny's doing? What does anybody know what Johnny likes to do? Yeah, Johnny likes to climb. He's always climbing. Well, maybe Johnny might want to be a champion climber one day. You see what I'm saying? So when we go back to love, we start to realize that we've all been programmed into believing what love is, right? You've got to love. You've got to get married. You've got this. You've got to have that. It's all a program. Love is a BS word that has been manipulated and hijacked, and all for the wrong reasons, but for the system, it's the right reasons. I mean, when you get married, what is that? That's a business deal. That isn't love. That's a business deal. That is a brainwashing, because you've been told from a kid, as a girl, you've been combing the hair of the Barbie doll in a wedding dress, waiting to meet the perfect Ken. Yeah. Have you seen the new Barbie doll, by the way? It's called the new version of the Barbie doll, which is called Barbie Divorced. It's amazing. It comes with Ken's car, Ken's bank account. I'm kidding. So when two people come together, right? They come together as a business. They're both singular units, as corporations do. You come together, it's a business transaction. You come together. Oh, that's rubbish, Mark. I came together because we love each other. No, you came together because you've been told to come together, right? That's what your mum probably did, or your friends pushed you. Well, you're not married yet. What, you're 40 and you're not married? Whoa, what's wrong with you then? What's right with you? Clever person, enjoy your life and experience life, you know? Yeah, it's incredible. So two people come together, they get married, they become a unit, they become a business partnership, and now they're in the system again. And the moment that they realize that maybe they're not in love and they need to get away from each other, because of one thing or another, now they have to go to a solicitor that then now has to break the partnership up, the business partnership up, and now, well, we're going to have to sort out all your assets and what you have and you know, and it's all geared up that way. So let's talk about the spiritual meaning, the real truth about love. Love can only be found internally. It can't be found in a diamond ring. It can't be found in the eyes of somebody that you look at and fall in love with, because you have to love yourself first. Now, when you learn to love yourself and you've understood what love is within inside, the cleansing, the clearing of all the emotions and traumas, that's 100 lifetimes. And when you've done that and you look in the mirror and you forgive yourself, that's another 100 lifetimes. And you realize that, oh, well, yeah, I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am worthy of love. I am love. And I love myself. You know, you look at yourself and you treat yourself lovely, but not because you feel your feet in a hole. You're just starting to be comfortable in your own energy. And actually, I don't need anything. I don't need to be with somebody. There's no void in there that needs to be filled by an external man or a woman who is going to make me complete. That's BS. That's absolute garbage. That's the tricking of the mind. Oh, well, wait till you meet somebody. You'll be happy. You'll have kids and you'll be happy. Well, I know a lot of people who've had kids and they end up divorced, you know. That's nothing to do with it, but you won't be told this in any schools. So we should be taught how to love ourselves, but then that comes with another massive psyop. What is a psyop? It's a way that stops you from finding your trueness, your true love, your true self, and that is by way of belittling, by way of selfish. You're selfish. I've always talked about this. We always feel selfish when we do something for ourselves. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's selfish. No, it's not selfish. Because when you're happy, then you're happy for everybody else, and everybody feels that happiness. You know, when you're doing everything for other people and you look exhausted and you're tired, you might get angry or depressed or upset. Well, that's no good, is it? So you've got to start on yourself with everything. You've got to heal yourself. You've got to look at yourself. You've got to work on yourself. And that, you know, why isn't that taught at school? Look, before you start going into a relationship, you need to spend 2 years. Forget the army, right? You need to work on yourself for 2 years to love yourself, to work on yourself, and you've got to travel the world and understand other people and other cultures, so you don't have any racism inside you. You don't have any. You're not a bigot. You love everybody. You know, it's beautiful to travel the world. Beautiful. Those that stay in one place, they haven't a clue. They don't know what life is, and then they can't understand other people. Brilliant move. Get yourself out of your home and go somewhere else to another country. Makes you realize life, and it's a wonderful thing. But they try and stop you from that. No, don't go anywhere. Stay where you are. Oh, okay, 2 weeks. You've just got 2 weeks, and make sure you come back. You know, so everything is geared up to keep you in this prison, virtual prison in yourself, right? And so you're always externally looking for something to make you feel better, even though your spirit is saying, what the hell are you doing? Let's go, let's do something. Hey, Jesus had to leave his hometown because nobody knew who he was. He's a carpenter, right? No, he isn't a carpenter. He's only known by the name as a carpenter because people refer to him as that because he's cutting wood, right? He wasn't a carpenter. He was far more than that. But to reach his potential, you have to leave, you have to go, you have to get out of there, or else you'll always be known as that person. Interesting. So when it comes to love, when it comes to real, true love, it's only found within yourself. And when you love yourself, it's only at that point that when you meet somebody else, you're not looking for something that you haven't found in yourself, because you've already found yourself. So if you spend time alone, if you spend time in happiness and joy, so all of a sudden now, if you meet somebody, it's like, okay, I'm happy in myself, I love myself, I'm happy with myself. Is this person that I'm seeing and feeling and looking at, and this energy that I have, is this an energy of true love? Because like I said, most people mistake love for something that they feel they need. I'll give you a great example. I knew somebody who used to always love people in Ferraris. Oh, isn't he beautiful? Well, not really. He's not that beautiful. But he's got a Ferrari. Okay, honestly, I knew somebody like that. I'll give you another example. Oh my God, look at his six-pack. Yeah, but he's not always going to have a six-pack, is he? So you love him for his six-pack, but what if he starts to put weight on? You know, that it's all superficial, right? Why do you love this person? Well, I can't really explain. There's no words, but I feel so drawn to this person, and it feels so comfortable and so loving. So can I ask you, do you need anything from him? Do you want any? No, nothing. I don't want anything from him, but it's just beautiful. His energy is beautiful. Do you feel the need that you have to be with him all the time? No, it's just like I can come and go, and it feels like I'm just back with myself, and it just feels good. Okay, well, it feels like you're getting closer to what the word love is, because you can't really write it down. You can't put it into words. If I said to you, what does love mean to you? You will refer to what you're feeling or what you are needing to fulfill something. That's the truth, right? But if you don't need anything or need anybody, and then all of a sudden you're blown away by somebody for no reason and you don't know why, that's more love. When people knock on this door over the years and they walk through that door and they say, I don't know why I'm here, I say that is the absolute most pure form of coming to learn 4 days of healing. But I know nothing about it, but I just felt drawn to come. I don't know why. I don't need anything. I just felt I needed to come. No reason. So, but if somebody knocks on the door, oh, my life's a mess, this is going to change my life, I think this isn't why you should be here. But anyway, you're here for your own reasons, but that's not the real reason. The real truth is always about balance energy. So if you're more balanced, if you're more happier, if you work on yourself, if you love yourself, you'll probably find that you'll find true love when you least expect it, because you're not looking for it, because when you look for something, you normally miss everything else. It's like watching a kettle boil, okay? You miss everything else. And it's like, it's too focused, my dear, too focused, not that necessary. Just move on with life, and the right person will come into your life if they're meant to. But it's amazing how so many people use the word love, and in truth, they really don't know what love is. And it's a great example when, like I said to you at the start of this, oh, I'm in love. And then 6 weeks later or 7 years later, oh, we split up. But I thought you were in love. Love doesn't die. Love is love. It's an energy. It doesn't die. You can't kill love, right? So don't use the word love so easily, right? I love you. Look in my eyes. I love you. Of course you do. You think you do. You'll be surprised how many messages I get about people who think they love me. Oh, Mark, I'm in love with you. I really need you. All right. Which is it then? Is it love or need? Yeah. Oh. No. Yeah. It's brilliant. It's the game of psychology within people's minds is fascinating. But love, going back to love, yeah. Is it rare? It's not rare, but it needs to be worked upon. How do you gain love? You've got to work at it. It's for me, it's not the kind of thing that just happens. I think you've got to work at it. And I think that's the greatest part about it. It's like going to the gym, exercising. The more you exercise, the more you're going to get a beautiful body. The more you work on yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you get rid of the knee-jerk reactions, the anger, the bitterness, the sadness, the jealousy, the envy, all of those low frequencies. When you get rid of all of them negative reactions that are inside you, which are inside me and that I work on every day, then I think we're one step closer to the energy of love, true love. Have you ever met anybody who loves themselves? It's a great question. I'm not so sure if that's possible. Oh, did he say that? No, but I think by working towards it makes it possible. Like I said, it's 100 lifetimes. So I don't beat myself up over it, and I would never beat you up over it. I would never beat you up anyway. But it's like when people say to me, I've found true love in myself, I will go, wow, that's a big statement. It's a massive statement, because we're on this planet living this earthly life to reach our highest level of love, energy. And, to reach ultimate love, they call it nirvana, is very, very rare. And nobody truly knows how to reach it in the sense of, well, is nirvana, is the highest form of energy with us all the time? I don't think so. I don't think we could cope with that energy. I don't think it would be, we'd be banging into lampposts. It just wouldn't happen, I don't think. So I think snippets of the energy, working towards it, meditating, and all the other things that we do to feel it from time to time is a beautiful thing. So where am I going with this? If you can't reach true love, then what's the point in even trying? Well, I'd rather try and reach happiness and love inside myself to find true love in the exterior world, or I'd always be searching for the exterior love, which isn't love, to try and make me feel better. So, one, if you're looking for love to make your life complete, I think you'll struggle throughout the whole of your life, and you'll just keep going from pillar to post. If you try to find love within yourself, I think you're closer to walking a path of happiness and joy. So I would never say to you, don't meet somebody. I would say enjoy the journey. And I wouldn't use the word love so easily. I really wouldn't. I'd just be, you know what, just to make somebody else happy, right? Tell me you love me. Oh my God, seriously? Is that what you need to make you feel better? Because that's pretty sad. If you need somebody to tell you that they love you, then you're not in a good place. So I don't need anybody to tell me that they love me, because I know who I am. I know my worth. I know I am love within myself. I don't need an addiction energy for people to tell me I'm lovely. And a lot of people need that these days. A lot of people are desperate for it. And you might think, oh, well, that's a bit like, oh, I thought you were different, Mark. I thought, you would express yourself and tell people you love them. And you would, but yeah, I do. I cuddle my daughter and tell her I love her, and my son and my grandchildren. But what I'm talking about is this idea of you wanting to find true love. And do you really know what love is? I mean, do I love my children? Of course I love them in the way I love my children, okay? But you might look at me and say, well, that's not love, because you're never anywhere near them. Love is being close to them and next door, and but then they would look at that and say, that's too much, Dad. That's not love for me. That feels like I'm being strangled. So everybody has their own interpretation of what the word love means. But again, it's all about, if you have to live next door to your children, if you need your children to call you up all the time, that's not love. That's not love. That's a need to fill your selfishness. And it is selfish. We are selfish. A lot of us are selfish for our needs. And that's something we have to work on. To find love, we need to get rid of the selfishness within us. I don't want to meet somebody who's selfish. Like, okay, I met somebody. Oh, she needs me all the time. Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, you're talking to that woman. What are you doing? Like, you know what? Find somebody else. See you later. This is too much. And that's not love. That borders freaking crazy. That's bunny boiler energy. Stay away from me, okay? Not good. And you see how easy it is? Oh, but I do love you because I need to know where you are and what you're doing. No. That's paranoia. That's jealousy. No, it's not. It's love. You see, you don't know what love is. You're putting your weaknesses as almost like a positive, and that's not a positive. It's a weakness. However, some people might like that. Some people might need that energy, that somebody needs them all the time. That's another freaky thing. This need all the time for being told. Like, okay, I know lots of mothers who crave their daughters or their sons to ring them and call them all the time. Oh, it's because it's love. No, it's not. It's because you fear not having, not just control, but there's so many other reasons that you kind of are not balanced, and that's why you'll get angry. And hang on a minute, that's not love. If you're getting angry with your children because they're not ringing you, that's not. It's a bit like friendship. What is friendship? Okay, oh yeah, well, friendship is what he bought me last year. He spent 50 euros on me last year, so, that's friendship. And I spent 50 euros. No, that's not friendship. You're just, that's just weighing the price of goods. That's not friendship. I haven't seen some of my friends in 20 years. If I see them again on the street, I will hug them and say, oh my God, it's amazing to see you. Not, well, why haven't you called? I know friendships where they say, well, I called him last week and they never called me, so they're not my friends. Well, then that's not friendship. Do you not understand? You're saying the word friendship, and look at the way you're behaving. You're just taking words out of thin air and then using your weakness and your judgment and your opinions and now using that word friendship and attacking somebody who's meant to be a friend. Well, what on earth are you talking about? They're not your friend. So a gift is only a gift when you don't hold on to its value, right? So all of these things that we talk about, love, we use the word friendship. I know we're digressing, but honestly, we need to look at when we think and when we speak about things. And our conversation is really important. Look at our conversation. Look in the mirror at your conversation and figure out why you get upset over things and why you get sad or angry or why you're not finding love and why these things are happening in your life. And it always ends up straight back at you. Always. Happiness is an inside job. You know that, right? And anything that is external and you get happiness from, it lasts but a moment of your life and then dissipates. But when you find internal love, it stays there forever. It really does. And if somebody hurts you, it doesn't matter because you've got happiness and joy inside your heart. So really, the hurt doesn't last 2 minutes. In fact, sometimes it doesn't hurt at all because you're balanced and you're happy. But when you have invested in a relationship, when you have invested in friendship, then you're bound to get hurt because your investment is different from anybody else's. Your business deal is different from anybody else's business deal. So we have to learn to understand life. We have to learn to understand love, and we have to learn to understand our weaknesses and what we need to fix within ourselves. I don't need to call my daughter every day. I don't need to call her every week. I don't need to call her every month. She knows I'm here for her when I'm here for her. And there is no such thing as a day and a time that then says, okay, look, you haven't spoken to me for 3 weeks. This is out of order. Oh, is it? Why is that then? How about she was busy? How about she was enjoying her life and let her get on with it? Oh yeah, but she's my child. No. She's not your child. She has been brought into this world to enjoy herself. And when she needs, and if she needs and feels the energy to call you for no reason at all, be joyful. If a friend hasn't seen you for ages, maybe he's busy doing something or she's busy doing something. So I've gone from love to friendship, but it's all connected. It's all interconnected. It's all actually interconnected so simply that everything that we are and everything that we do is a reflection on ourselves. Every reaction that we have is a reflection on ourselves. So that's how I see it. Love, it's an easy word to use, but I don't think 99% of humanity understand what true love is, and I don't think they ever will, because all they're doing is chasing for something external to fill in a void of trauma from a child that they've never been able to fix because they've never wanted to face their demons, their issues and their weaknesses. And that, my friends, is the only way we can find true love, by clearing those, working on them, letting them go. I am. I did what I did. I forgive myself, and I hope others can forgive me for what I've done, but I am not burdening myself anymore. But I am going to be a better person. I am going to work on myself. I am going to love myself. I am going to make a difference in the world. I am going to be a kinder person. And the more kinder you are, the more loving you are to yourself. The more kinder you are to yourself, the more kinder you are to others. And thus we become stronger day by day. And eventually you get to the point where something just happens. A peace, a moment, a divine spark happens. And then you find the love within yourself. And that's where magic appears. Have a great day, guys. Take care.